In addition to the intercities, there are 2 Eurocities up and down the Rhine railways. This is the Austrian one, Berlin to Klagenfurt via Hanover, Dortmund, Cologne, Stuttgart, Munich and Innsbruck. A long journey that few passengers make throughout. Looking down on the Loreley Hafen, there's an oil train approaching. Head-end power is provided by an RCA Taurus. Austria has some similarities to Switzerland when it comes to moving oil products, a lack of pipelines for moving refined derivatives. This naturally works to the advantage of the railways. However, there is considerably more competition from shipping in Austria. A lot of oil is carried along the Danube. A very smart and well-loaded intermodal from Italy heads north. This one has DB cargo traction. The train is about to pass below Burg Katz, which sits rather menacingly on its rocky promontory, today in deep shadow. This is looking back, north, towards Loreley and the narrow point of the gorge. As if navigation wasn't difficult enough, there's a sandbar to avoid. By the way, the right bank line is under the promontory on our right, inside the Rostein tunnel. An SBB Eurocity has just emerged from the short Kammereck tunnel and is making steady progress towards Oberwesel. The train is EC9 from Hamburg to Zurich via the Ruhr. The train contains one of the few remaining panoramic cars that SBB let out of Switzerland. As we swing west, the signature building in Oberwesel comes into sight, the Oberwesel Ochsenturm, or Ox Tower. The Oberwesel Ochsenturm was built as part of the Rhineland fortifications in the 1350s. It was regarded as one of the sturdiest on the river. It's amazing that the tower survived the railway construction in the 1850s. But it did so, and remains as a marker for all rail travellers to this day. As the Eurocity heads through town, you can make out some of the other Oberwesel landmark buildings, the city walls and tower, Pfarrkirche St. Martin, aka the White Church, and the impressive Liebfrauenkirche. Above the church, looking down on the town, is the Schönburg, a more modern structure on a 1,000-year-old site, now an hotel. The opposite bank, left bank, has no rail station, but there is a ferry between the two sides for both foot passengers and light vehicles. The drawback of Kaub's public transport is the location of the station, well to the south of town. Lorch is in Hessen and is opposite the village of Niederheimbach in Rhineland-Pfalz. Between 1960 and 2008, it was a military town, home to an anti-aircraft battery, a Cold War thing. Today, it's best known for wine and tourism. Compared with Rüdesheim, only 15 kilometres to the south, the waterfront is unspoiled and peaceful, peaceful except, of course, for the right bank railway. This is a shot looking back north towards Aßmannshausen, which is just out of sight around the kink in the river. To our right is Burg Ehrenfels, and to our left the Binger Mäuserturm. Looking upstream, Bingen is to our right, the vineyards of Rüdesheim to our left, with the town of Rüdesheim in the distance on the left. Far right is Ingelheim, an industrial suburb of Mainz. Because of the volume of visitors to Rüdesheim, pleasant though it is out of season, from May to September it is probably best viewed from a boat, much less stress. Bingen is the point where we start the next chapter in our journey down the Rhine. Then we call it Worms, feature Mainz, and onward to Biblis on the Riedbahn. Lots to enjoy. Do join us. Until then, it's bye for now.